feel free to write your questions here in the chat. I will be able to answer them as soon as I can. If you don't understand something, guys, feel free to ask. I'll try to explain it like differently. Okay? So like Nasdaq, it's like US like technical index. It's like 100 companies inside of this index, and it's just like basic information. You can Google it, whatever. So what specifics of this index? It's very it's very simple. First, what you have to know, it's bound to the trend. So trend on high time frames. Like when you start like your analysis, it's similar to gold, right? So you start your analysis from monthly, not from weekly, from monthly time frame till like 1 hour. So this is like your analysis. Analyze monthly 1 hour time frame, right? So like you're marking all zones from monthly to like 1 hour time frame. It can be like fair value gaps, order blocks, breakers, some liquidity levels, important liquidity levels, so that usually it can be done as a target. So here you go, like a weekly time frame, right? So this low, this swing was a target, obviously. And after it, look at what happened. What happened with Nasdaq? Like how aggressive this move was after sweeping this low and coming into this order block, huge order block, by the way. It went up almost 30% within like 3 or 4 months. Like one example, right? So like analyze monthly, like 1 hour to like from how I'm analyzing it. You can check lesson, but let's do it quickly. I'm looking in the weekly time frame. What kind of zones I have? Okay, I have this fair value gap. So if I see like big correction, how to like spot a correction? It's you have to have church or market shift, and then boss on at least like 1 hour time frame. Everything that's lower 5-15 minutes won't work. Okay, guys, so keep this in mind. Reaction from this instrument. So in this case, this weekly fair value gap, or this like swings from high time frames and weekly time frames, this order block that has been tested on a weekly time frame, and so on and so on, right? Liquidity plays crucial role in like price action. Let's say like this. So like what does it mean? So usually Nasdaq extremely volatile. Nasdaq extremely volatile, and to keep up and keep the speed on the same level, it does like a lot of manipulations. Like let me show you a great example from today. So look at this liquidity sweep here, like from here, pump, one more manipulation that we had today, and look at result, almost like 1% pump here. So we're in target can be all the way like up till previous monthly high, right? So it's like one thing. Liquidity is important. Before real move, like one big move, Nasdaq always does some manipulations. Always. We can jump on lower time frame to trade it, and you can see what happened here. Liquidity sweep, right? So liquidity sweep from these highs, absorb, and move downwards. This was yesterday. Like what is the best time frame to trade it? As always, you analyze in like high time frame, right? Where's So you're analyzing like all time frames, but working time frames, intraday, it's like 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Can do 3 minutes as well, but win rate gonna be lower, right? So you can do you can trade on 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minute time frames, but win rate gonna be like way lower because it's a lot of manipulations, and most likely you're gonna lose. So like with 5 and 50 minutes I have around like 60-70% win rate. With like 1 to 3 minutes it dropped it to 50, but you have like better entries and risk reward is like higher. So it's like it's up to you what you wanna get there. Okay. One sec. Yeah, stream is fine. Okay. So today we have like 15 minutes for swing trading. It's like intraday, right? So it's intraday for swing trading. I think like 1 hour time frame, 1 hour, 4 hour time frames are the best options. So if you want to like swing trading, like 1 hour, 4 hour, just gonna be great for you. Just follow the structure. Follow the structure. Trend shift. Usually through double top or bottom. Top and bottom, right? Or V, or I don't know if I have this letter. Or V, absorb, reversal. So Nasdaq doesn't reverse like gold. As you remember, gold like reversing through order blocks, and you have like something like this. You have this reversal on a gold, right? So Nasdaq reverses like through clean double top, so we can have pump, then dump, and there you go. So it's a clean double shift. It also can reverse like V reversal. Like let's pretend this like pump, and next reversal gonna be like dump here, like this. It's double shift too, but sometimes it won't like do like tests, like happen here. You can see like V reversal. Let me jump on like 4 hours. It's not that clean on 4 hours, but yeah. V or W reversal, dump, and there you go. Same stuff. And obviously it has to be like liquidity sweep, so it cannot reverse like in other way, only like this. Okay, trend shifts through double top or V reversal. What else? The most volatile session is New York. You can trade you can trade London, but expect manipulation. Yeah, so you can trade like Nasdaq during London session, but don't expect like much volatility. Don't wait for high risk reward. Like aim for like 1-to-1 or 1-to-2. Regardless, next like it's very important. Keep this in mind. So like for New York, it's usually the distribution during New York. So this is like best session like for this instrument. Next one is super important. SMT with Dow Jones and ES, S&P 500, right? Like Dow Jones, S&P 500. So keep this in mind. This is super important. Like, let me show you why it's important. Today was a great example. So look at this. What you can see here, like Asian high, Frankfurt high, London high. You see this trend liquidity, right? You see this trend liquidity. Oh, hello TBB. So you see this trend liquidity on Nasdaq. Like obviously, like if you have like some experience when you can see this equal highs, what you usually expect, move some manipulation, right? So manipulation to take this side liquidity and then pump, and price will go like all the way up, right? Right. But here's the tricky part. Here's the tricky part. If you check ES, you will see that ES took this high during Frankfurt and didn't shift, and price like went all the way down. So we have SMT, like smart money divergence with between the correlated instruments, right? So we have like instrument yes, and we have it's S&P 500, and we have a Nasdaq, as you can see here, as it was SMT. And in this case, you cannot jump right away, but you can assume that this liquidity been taken, and as soon as shift happened, we jump in on 5 minutes and we can see that price on this candle, this one, close below. So then I already can open this short here with this stop, because the price will get there. It's already gone, and 1 to 3, it's gone. So as you can see, just because I saw SMT here and I assume that SMT itself like it's just like one more layer of confirmation. I cannot open trade based on SMT. It's going to be extremely risky. But what I can do, I can assume that it's already a liquidity been taken, and if I see a shift, I can open position on Nasdaq, because ES took this high. Similar like SMT divergence between Euro DXI, it's a negative. They have negative correlation. Between Euro and British pound, they have positive correlation. German 40, Euro 50. So German 40, it's German index. Euro 50, it's like European index, like S&P 500, like for American market, right? Dow Jones, like same, like it can be high, can be taken on Dow Jones, but it didn't take a high from like Nasdaq and S&P 500, right? Okay, next. Trade. S&P with Dow Jones, yes, they have positive correlation. Negative correlation with VIX, but it's hard to spot. You won't look at it. Okay, intraday 5-15 minutes based on high time frames profile. Like when you're trading like intraday to intraday, you have a rule. It doesn't matter like what you trade, but you build your um, build your analysis and look like for entry based on high time frame profile. So this is like basic stuff. You can't um, open trade by ignoring high time frames, because high time frames has like more weight. It's like they more important, and that's why like people who trade in like swing trades based on high time frame, usually they have like high win rate and better risk reward. But this is just a little part, like that like nobody like talk about for some reason. So okay, going next. Going next. Okay, 1 second. Let me check my what. Huh. Yeah, should be fine. No, should be fine. Okay, so analyze my mostly on a time frame, which is important point, liquidity, yes. So FFG is like more important. Replace crucial role. Okay, another one. Um, don't trade it if you have major news ahead. But it's basic rule. But with Nasdaq, it's extremely like important, because Nasdaq can go like in up and down, take out liquidity from both sides, and then we'll go like in the right direction, right? So be very careful with it. 9-1, first 5-15 minutes of New York Exchange opening can be manipulation can be made, right? So like usually we have manipulation in the first like 5 to 15 minutes. So like manipulations that takes out like liquidity. I will show you like a bunch of examples, right? So this was news manipulation, right? So this one 515, it was fully absorbed, and then price like went further. Yeah, first manipulation here, first like 3 minutes was nightmare here. Yeah, you see, because we had news like at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. right, my time, which is 9 like 10 a.m. Eastern. Price been consolidating all the way, then did like real manipulations, is buy to sell, and then price like went lower. It's hard to look at price action right now because we have some price action won't be great. Friday. Yeah, here you go. Manipulations that took out liquidity at market opening. There you go. First like 2-3 minutes, and then pump. Okay, let's watch further. Friday. Yeah, this one. Manipulations that took out liquidity. Absorb here. and went further. So order blocks is like, let me write an order for you. What is like more important for Nasdaq? So first of all, it's gonna be liquidity, then fair value gap, then breaker, and then order block. So liquidity plays out like probably the crucial role in like on Nasdaq. So if you trade, you have to keep an eye on liquidity and fair value gaps. Pretty much that's it. It's kind of easy, in my opinion. That's it, guys. Do you have any questions? You're welcome, bro. Yeah, like if you have questions, guys, feel free to ask. I'll be here a couple more minutes and we'll be happy to answer your questions.